Hello and welcome to South Asia Chat, a podcast series brought to you by the Institute of South Asian Studies at the National University of Singapore. I'm your host, Nithya Subramanian, an editor at the Institute. The past few weeks have seen hectic political activity in the Indian state of Punjab after its Chief Minister Amarinder Singh resigned, citing continued humiliation by the Congress leadership over the last 2 months. He was replaced by Charanjit Singh Channi, while former cricketer turned politician Navjyot Singh Sidhu remained the president of Punjab Pradesh Congress Committee. But he too abruptly sent in his resignation letter in late September, which the party high command has reportedly rejected. To explain these developments and the implications it will have for Punjab in the coming days, we have with us Professor Ashutosh Kumar, who has been closely monitoring these developments. He is professor and chairperson of the Department of Political Science at Panjab University. Thank you for joining us, Professor Ashutosh.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Subramanian. Thank you.
In the recent weeks, there have been much political turmoil in Punjab, with Amarinder Singh being replaced by Charanjit Singh Channi as Chief Minister. Could you share some background on these developments and what were the factors that led to the resignation of Amarinder Singh?
Yeah, there would be too many factors as happens whenever a significant development happens, because I think Captain Amarinder Singh was one of the last satrap of Congress party. You know, he was a leader who could be compared with Nijlingappa, Kamraj, S.N. Sinha, then Chandrabhanu Gupta or Pratap Singh Karon. So he was like an old guard, last Mughal, I would say, of Indian politics, because there is no other chief minister, because now Jayalalitha is gone, Karunanidhi is gone, and Naveen Patnaik is there, but he heads a party, regional party, state party. So among the national party, and there are two polity-wide parties, Congress and BJP, I think there is no leader. I mean, Siraj Chauhan or Raman Singh or Vasundhara Raje, they can't be really compared with Amarinder Singh. He had a 5 decades old political career, and he was Chief Minister of Punjab for 9.5 years. He controlled the party organization at the state level, and he would be given free hand by the high commands. High command, as you know, became a euphemism of, it became a kind of synonymous to the Gandhi family after Indira Gandhi. So despite Indira Gandhi and the Gandhi family, I mean, he came to politics in 1981, and he came to the politics at the behest of Gandhi family, because as you must be knowing that when Rajiv and Sonia got married, they came to live in the palace of Patiala, because this Amarinder Singh is an old royal. So the question comes, what happens? The person who was considered loyal to the Gandhi family and a very powerful Jat leader, because in Punjab, Jats are dominant. They are dominant because they own the land. They are the land-owning caste. More than 90% of the land of Punjab belongs to the Jat Sikh. And also because they are, you remember M.N. Srinivas' argument about dominant caste, that they are numerically strong, they are land-owning, and they are middling caste. They are not upper caste in a ritual sense, but they are not also lower caste. So they are like comparable to Reddis, Kamas, or Lingayats, or say Nayars in Kerala. And I would say that they are much more powerful than the Nayars or the Nadar. I mean, Vokalinga would have problem with the Lingayats. Reddis would have problem with Kapus. So here the Jat Sikh, in Punjab history, only Jal Singh, who was a carpenter, who belongs to carpenter caste, the Khan, except him, all the chief ministers of Punjab since 1966 had been a Jat Sikh, right? So it has been, and even if you see the cabinet, most of the ministers, even now, Channi's cabinet, most of the ministers belong to the Jat Sikh community. So that is there, the land holding pattern ensure that the Jat Sikh would remain dominant. So such a leader who was seen as a Jat Sikh leader, and he was also seen as a very powerful leader who could take panga with the high command. 2004, when he was the chief minister of Punjab, he got the River Water Termination Act passed, by which the Punjab government refused to honor the agreement between Haryana, Punjab, and Rajasthan about the distribution of river water of Satluj. So that kind of thing that he has always, he resigned also. If you see his resignation, he resigned from the Congress party in 1984 when the Operation Blue Star happened. Then he joined Akali Dal, and he resigned from Barnala government in 1986 when the police action took place in the Golden Temple. So he has always been a kind of a Panthik leader also, despite not being in the Akali Dal. You know, he came back to Congress party after leaving Akali Dal, again at the behest of Sonia Gandhi, when Sonia Gandhi took the command in 1996 after the departure of Narasimha Rao and Sitaram Kesri. So since then, since 1996, this fellow, Captain Amarinder Singh, has been dominating the Punjab politics, whether he has been in power or he has not been in power. I give you another example. In 2017, you know, he was ousted from the presidentship. In 2014, he was ousted from the presidency. In 2016, I think, after defeat of Congress in 2012 election, which was very surprised decision, because in Punjab there has been always a anti-incumbency factor working and the party in power getting ousted. So what happened that after 2012 defeat, when the Amarinder Singh was the face of the Congress campaign, he was removed from the presidentship, and Pratap Singh Bajwa became the president of Congress. Then, you know, before 2017 election, Amarinder Singh threatened the high command. Actually, I've seen him, I've heard him. This Barkha Dutt came to Chandigarh and Mohali Stadium. There was a kind of interaction. I was also invited there. And Amarinder Singh said, and I've heard it, it's not that I've read somewhere. He said it very clearly that if you don't make me the chief ministerial candidate, I would break the party. And Rahul Gandhi said that it would ruin both of us. Then Amarinder Singh said, so it be. You know, so that kind of leader who can take Panga with the Delhi Darbar. And this kind of image worked in Punjab, which is a Sikh majority state and which has a history of, dominance and that kind of thing. So that's another thing, that Amarinder Singh, very powerful leader, very much in command, but probably at the age of 79, he was in a state of decline, you know. And then he had made so many populist promises, which is very much in tenor with Punjab tradition of electioneering, probably in other states also. But in Punjab, the political parties, when the elections come, they made so tall promises. And those promises were not to be fulfilled. So you asked me, Professor Subramanian, about the issues. Which were the promises he made? He made the promise about the job. I mean, every family of Punjab would get a job. One family, one job, government job. The second, he said that there was some incident of sacrilege. The holy scripture of the Sikh, Guru Granth Sahib, was insulted, and there was some incident. And then he said that I would catch the culprit. And Akalis were really blamed for this, because the Akalis had got the electoral tactical alliance with the Dera Sacha Sauda. And there was a general feeling that Dera Sacha Sauda people were, some kind of Dera people were involved, or some people were involved. But more importantly, there was a firing after the this incidents of sacrilege, and where the two people had died. And so that was also issue that, let punish those people, police officers and the politicians who ordered the firing on the educating masses. So that was another promise which Amarinder Singh did. Another third very important promise he made, to wipe out the drugs from Punjab. Because as you know, in Punjab, rural Punjab, you must have heard, everyone must have heard that in rural Punjab, drug supply and, the Punjab, and it's not only the cocaine and all, it's all kind of synthetic drugs and heroin and all those kind of drugs are infesting, they have infested the youth of Punjab. So that promise also was made by Amarinder Singh. But what happened was that on all these promises, whether it was like the power reform, power sector is a big issue in Punjab, because it's a one sector economy. Agriculture is very much dependent on the uninterrupted supply of the power. So that was one point which was there in their mind. Another point which was in their mind was, the people's mind was, that his government could not really catch the culprits responsible for the sacrilege. Another point which also alienated the masses was about the failure of the government to end the drug trade or other illegal mafias like transport mafia, the cable mafia, then this sand mafia. So all kind of criminal activities continued unabated. It was like business as usual. There was not much change, right? So that would be also there.
Another key player who has emerged in this whole political crisis is Navjyot Singh Sidhu. And he had, of course, it is known that he had chief ministerial aspirations, which did not materialize. And so he first was in the position of party president and later resigned from it. What are your thoughts on Sidhu's position and his relevance to the Congress party, given this kind of flip-flop that has happened?
You know, Sidhu, I would say is a maverick. He is a kind of a gladiator also. And Sidhu has been very ambitious, and he has been slightly erratic, and I would say slightly immature also. And he does not fit in the Punjab tradition of politics. You know, Punjab is a different kind of state. I mean, every state is very different. You know, we say Arvind Das wrote about Republic of Bihar. So every state is a republic, and as Rob Jenkins says, every state is a mini democracy. So that applies to Punjab exceptionalism also. But then if you compare Sidhu with other politicians, he comes out as a very different kind of politician who can take his actions are not predictable. He is a very unusual kind of politician. And as you know, like he was a cricketer, and to play for India in the Indian cricket team is in itself a great achievement. At that time also it was achievement. He played very well in '87 World Cup and all. And then he left. All of a sudden he left he was playing in Britain, and he left the team and he came back to India because probably there was some insult. He thought that he was insulted by the captain Azharuddin. So he has been very unpredictable, and he has a very high opinion about himself. And he is fairly ambitious. I mean, much more ambitious than other politicians. All politicians are ambitious. So what happened was that he was in BJP, and he was getting elected from Amritsar Lok Sabha constituency, and he was not given ticket. And the Arun Jaitley got the ticket, and Arun Jaitley was defeated by Captain Amarinder Singh. That was basically a turnaround in the career of Amarinder Singh, who was discarded after 2012 defeat of the Congress in Punjab. But then he did not want to contest, but he contested and he defeated Arun Jaitley, who was supposed to be close to Prime Minister Modi. At that time he was prime ministerial candidate. Then Sidhu, from that point, he was adjusted in the Rajya Sabha. He was nominated by the president. As you know, there is a provision of 12 nomination by the president. But he was not happy. And so there was always a news that he would be jumping from BJP. He would not remain in BJP. And if you go by the media report, and I have credible sources also to know, because I've been following Punjab politics for the last more than 20 years, so I know people. So he was negotiating with the Aam Aadmi Party, and the Aam Aadmi, probably he wanted to be projected as a chief ministerial candidate in 2017, the assembly elections. But Aam Aadmi Party, as you know, Arvind Kejriwal is the boss, and he wanted himself to be the face of the campaign after his impressive victory in 2015 Delhi assembly election. So what happens is that he does not join Aam Aadmi Party, and he comes to Congress. And the moment that, if you believe the media, it was like this, that he would be made the deputy chief minister, because there was no point in asking for the chief ministership when the whole election was fought in the name of Amarinder Singh. And that is another point I wanted to say about Amarinder Singh, that if you refer to 2017 election, 2012 elections, or 2007 elections, these are all elections were fought in the name of Captain Amarinder Singh. The Rahul Gandhi would hardly come to Punjab for campaigning. Sonia Gandhi would hardly come. So it would be all, campaign would be in the name of, if you see the poster would be dominated by Captain Amarinder Singh. So in 2017, there was no scope for Sidhu to even think of chief ministership, and he was a new entrant. So, but then probably he was offered, he was promised deputy chief ministership. Amarinder Singh says, nothing doing. You may remain number 2 in the cabinet, but no deputy chief ministership. And he was given up this cooperative and other ministerial position, but there would be always this thing. And he went to Pakistan. Captain did not want him to go to Pakistan when the coronation of Mr. Imran Khan happened. Right. So all these things happened, and then Captain made some remarks, and then he also responded. So there was no love lost between the two leaders, and there was always this ego clash. And then ultimately, what happened, that he was ousted. His cabinet position portfolio was changed, and then he said that I would not join. I want my own original position, and that was not acceptable. So his resignation was accepted, and he remained like Tetai. He remained in the Kop Bhavan for, with due respect to Tetai, he remained in Kop Bhavan for almost like 2 years or 1.5 years or something. He was not traceable. Nobody knew what he's doing. No press conference, no twittering, no media, nothing. He was just in his house. And then all of a sudden, because I think there were some surveys, and those surveys probably showed Captain Amarinder Singh in poor light, because Captain Amarinder Singh in the last 1.5 years during Corona time, maybe due to his advanced age, as I said, he's 79, he lived in the area, this suburb of Chandigarh, in a farmhouse, and he would not come to the secretariat, and he would not really meet the ministers or the MLAs. So he was not accessible to the party workers. You know, when Badal Senior was the chief minister, he was what? He was 89-year-old or something. And every day he would come out. You know, he would go to Sangat Darshan, he would go to some village, Jat Bande Hain Ji, kuch roti khila do. You know, like he would give some check to the Sarpanch. But then he would be visible, you know, he would be moving around. And his son, Sukhbir Badal, would be running the show. And both father and son were active, and they were on the ground. But Captain Amarinder Singh, because of the corona, or because of his advancing age, or because of his, I would say some kind of lethargy also, he thought that his position was sound. Nobody could remove him. I wrote in the Hindu article also that this kind of assurance that nobody can dislodge him, nobody can do anything to him, and that he was not afraid of the high command and all the MLAs, they would never dare to oppose him. But the fact is that MLAs had to fight election, and elections are around the corner, and no politician wants to lose the election. So Captain is good, Captain is powerful. I would not take Panga with Captain, but now I have to win my election. And Captain leadership is not working on the ground, and Aam Aadmi Party is getting traction. So that's why some MLAs, I'm very sure 39 MLAs had signed the letter. Even if you say some MLAs were asked by the High Command to sign the letter. But the fact of the matter is that for the last 1 year, there were simmering tensions within the party, and many MLAs and some ministers, Channi would be one of them, Randhawa would be another, they were not really happy. And they would be speaking very visibly, they would be upset, and MLAs would also raise the voice. And there was also this charge against Amarinder Singh that he was hands in glove with Badals, because there was always this demand that since Prakash Singh Badal was the Home Minister, when the firing took place on the agitating masses who were agitating against the sacrilege, so he should be taken to task. Or the police officers were also being saved. And drugs also, as you know, many leaders of Akali Dal, they have been accused of indulging in drug trade. But the fact of the matter is that the Congress leaders are also being accused of illegal activities like mafia and all, land grabbing and all those things. So Captain was not really, it was like business as usual, as I said, that nobody would be punished and everything was going on as it was going on. And people want change. Punjabis are adventurous people. They want change. They have been looking for alternatives. If you see 2014, Aam Aadmi Party was a very new party in Punjab. Nobody knew. But four MLA MPs from Aam Aadmi Party won from Punjab. And these people who won from Punjab, like Gandhi and all others, Dharmveer Gandhi from Patiala, they were completely a political person. Dharmveer Gandhi was a doctor, medical practitioner, and he defeated Amarinder Singh's wife, Praneet Kaur, right? So people, that is very obvious that the people have been not very happy with this, bipolar system that Akalis and BJP on the one hand and Congress on the other hand, and people don't have the choices, And now what has happened that the field is open because the breakup has happened between the Akalis and the BJP because of this three farm bills. But then people have been looking for third alternative. For them, Akali Dal, BJP, Congress, they are old parties, Jisko kehte hain Rivayati party. Rivayati Dal hai ji, so there's nothing new, These people have been exposed, these people are corrupt. Let us look for a fresh alternative. Thank you. Yeah.
Coming to the appointment of Channi as Chief Minister, many analysts feel that it was a tactical move to attract the large number of Dalit voters in Punjab. And actually, it has brought this aspect to the limelight. How do you think caste politics will unfold in the upcoming assembly elections next year?
I think caste is becoming more and more important. I've written about it in EPW also, that because now because of the militancy being withered away, caste is now becoming more and more important. As you know, in Punjab, it's not only caste, but religion, language, even a script that Punjabi should be written in Devanagari or in the Gurumukhi. Everything matters. Punjab is a very complex kind of society. Again, I would say exceptionalism of Punjab, because if you refer to Dalits, Dalits are not divided only in terms of caste. There are 39 Dalit caste in Punjab, but they are also divided among themselves on the basis of religion. Some Dalits are some scheduled caste. Now the government of India says that you use the word scheduled caste. Okay, I am also comfortable with this term. So scheduled caste, like 39 scheduled castes, some scheduled castes are Sikh, others are Christians, others are Hindus, some are Ramdasiyas, some are Ravidasiyas. Even among the Chamars, you have the hierarchy, like Channi belongs to the Ramdasiya community, which is supposed to be superior than the other Ravidasiyas. And then you have the Adi Dharmis. So Dalits are not like monolithic or homogeneous social category, just like other states, but with the difference that in other states, all the Dalits are Hindus, but here they are not Hindus. They are Sikh, they are Christians, they are Adi Dharmis, they are Ravidasiyas, they are followers of Deras. There are 9,000 Deras in Punjab, and all the Deras have Babas, Gurus, and those Babas, Gurus, Deras. Recently also you must have read in the paper that our Chief Minister went to meet the Deras. Amarinder Singh, just before the 2017 election, in one day, he visited all the Deras. Punjab is like that now, that in 4 hours you can go from Chandigarh to Amritsar. The roads are still good. Punjab was one of the most prosperous states. So, he didn't want to discriminate. He wanted to go to Dera Beas, Dera Ballan, and also Dera Sacha Sauda. So, in one day, it's just like, Arjun and Yudhishthir and this fellow, what was his name? Duryodhan, going to Lord Krishna. So that kind of thing, So Deras are also there. They also play an important role. I've written in Asian Ethnicity also about political role of the Deras. So all these things are there. So you can't say that Channi, who is a Sikh Dalit, if you put him like this, he would be able to mobilize all the Dalits in Punjab. And Dalit Sikhs have been voting for, traditionally, I'm part of Lok Niti, CSDS, We do survey. I've been doing surveys since 2001. So you find 2002, sorry. Then you find that the Dalit Sikh generally go for Akali Dal, and Dalit Hindus and the Dalit Christians certainly go for the Congress. That has been a kind of traditional, support base of these two parties. Now, can Channi mobilize everyone? There is nothing on the ground to show it, right? Right now, nothing. But as you know, in politics, even 1 week is a long time. On the other hand, as I have written in my Hindu article or Indian Express article, that there is always a threat of counter mobilization. Because what the Jatsikh would be thinking, they would be thinking that all our leaders from Dhawa, Sidhu, they all cut each other. And that's how this Channi became there was no chance, absolutely no chance of Channi becoming the chief minister. At most, we thought that he would be deputy chief minister, right? But because these people, first came the name of Sunil Jakhar, and then Ambika Soni says that a Hindu cannot become the chief minister of Punjab. That is another story which is going to be used by BJP, and all BJP would use it. Of course, BJP is in a very difficult position because of the farm laws. But then, the Jatsikh community can think that because of their love for chief ministership, these people, Randhawa, Sidhu, and others, they have ruined our chance and they have got a Dalit on our head. And so there can be counter mobilization. And the Akali Dal, which is a natural party of Sikh, self-proclaimed Panthit party, fighting for the cause of the political and the social cause of the Sikh, not only in Punjab, but also in Singapore, also in Malaysia, everywhere. Whenever there is a Sikh problem, Canada, Akali Dal takes it as a responsibility as the sole spokesperson of the Sikh community. So naturally, there may be a kind of a counter mobilization which can be used. Already, Aam Aadmi Party, as you know, in Malwa region, which has 69 out of 117 seats, assembly seats. In Malwa, the Aam Aadmi Party got 20 seats. They won 20 seats. They could have won more seats, but there was a mobilization against them among the Hindus because the impression went around that they were hands in glove with the NRIs and the Khalistani forces and all. And that's why they lost many Hindu votes. Hindu community voted against them. And also it was like, and I can say it, I have heard it from the candidates themselves, that there was some tacit understanding also between the Akalis and the Congress, that it was like that, okay, we are going to lose, then you should win. So Akalis and the Congress would have that kind of thing. Akalis knew that they were going to lose. They were unpopular because of the drug issue, because of all their misgovernance. So they transferred their vote to the Congress party. So that I have heard even from the Akali Dal candidate, right? So this kind of thing happened. Otherwise, Malwa region, which is a stronghold of the Jatsikh, Aam Aadmi Party is supposed to do better this time. But the problem with Aam Aadmi Party is that they don't have the organizational, regalness. They don't have the cadres like Akali Dal, which has the cadre. Or Congress Party also has its own workers. Congress Party is not as rudderless in Punjab as it is in other states. Congress in Punjab is not like Congress in Uttar Pradesh. Congress has its workers. Every village you go, you have a Congress family and you have a Akali family. So Congress has its roots. So that way, Aam Aadmi Party problem is that they don't have the resources. They don't have a credible Punjabi face. Last time, what happened? People said that why should we vote for Haryanvi Baniyas in Punjab? Because Kejriwal was projecting himself as a face of the campaign, and Sanjay Singh said that it would be whosoever become the chief minister, but it would be the government of Kejriwal. So people were not accepting it. Punjab has a history. It's a Punjabi Suba. It's not Punjab. It's a Punjabi Suba, territorial homeland of the Sikh. There was a Punjabi Suba movement. There was a movement for recognition of Punjabi as the official language of Punjab. So Punjab is a very different state. The majority community is a minority community in India. So all these factors are there. there is a strong ethnic identity in Punjab. So they would never accept a non-Punjabi to become the face. And the last time what was happening, Gurdesh Pathak, Sanjay Singh, and then there was another guy, I'm just forgetting the name. They were calling the shots, Radhav Chadda, but Radhav Chadda is a Punjabi, Delhi-based Punjabi, but Punjabi, right? They were calling the shots, they were taking the decisions, and they removed Sucha Singh, who was their party unit, on some charges which were not believed by the people. So this time, right now, Kejriwal is going to come. I think I read in the paper that in a day or two he's coming, but he has not proclaimed he has just said a Sikh would be the chief minister of Punjab, but he has not proclaimed the name of the chief minister. So right now in India, every election has become a presidential election. You need to have a face to contest the election. So there is no face of and as I said, why Punjabis would vote for a Bania from Haryana? They have no love lost for Haryana. So that would be there. Thank you.
I would also like to ask you about, since you referred to the BJP, Amarinder Singh went and met Amit Shah. And though he has said that he will not be joining the BJP, what do you think his future strategy would be? And I would also like to connect this with the farm bills, where we saw Amarinder Singh quite vocal about his disagreement or opposition to the farm bills. Now, what do you think would happen to that as well?
Amarinder Singh has met Amit Shah twice. And if you go by the media thing and his own statement, first time he met Amit Shah to say about the threat from Pakistan and the arms coming up, terrorism, the threat of terrorism, drugs being supplied from Pakistan. That he has been always saying. He has been a former army officer. He fought 1965 war. He's a noted military historian. He's not like those politicians who get others to write their articles. Who are they? Right. Yeah. So he writes his thing, he does research. And as people say, those who know, we have a Department of Security and Defense and all, and Lieutenant General is there. And he says, K.C. Singh, he has no love lost for Amarinder Singh. He's a Bali sympathizer. But he says that he's a good historian. And when the literary this thing happens, I've heard him, he speaks well. He's a I would say, educated man. He's very courteous. He knows what he's speaking. He's a very balanced and very seasoned politician. So when he says that I would leave the party, he would leave the party. Now, what he would do? He would either go to BJP or he has himself said that I would never go to Akali Dal. And if he says I'm not going to Akali Dal, he's not going to. Okay, he's not like that. If he says something, he would stick to it, right? A royal, or Patiala royal, and a Maharaja. So if he says I would not go, he would not go. So out, Aam Aadmi Party obviously would not take him because Aam Aadmi Party has been crusading against all these people. So where he would go? He can go to BJP, but how can he go to BJP? He has stood for Punjabiyat and the Punjabi farmers, right? So still the farm bills are not settled. This farmers issue is not settled. And now what has happened in UP, which essentially involved the Sikh farmers there, Lakhimpur, Khiri area. So naturally the doors are closed. BJP, it would be win-win situation for them. But for Amarinder Singh, it would be like closure, and it would be like what he said after he was ousted, as you said, not really in a very respectful manner. Then he said that I'm a soldier and I would not go out defeated. He knows that his days are numbered. He's 79-year-old and he's not in the best of the physical health. You can see his photo and all. He's not really very fit person. So he has his own lifestyle, the royal person, and Punjabis, their lifestyle anyway. But then he says that I would not go out as a defeated soldier. I would go after victory. So what is his victory? His victory is to defeat Navjyot Singh Sidhu. His victory is in getting Congress defeated. So even if he floats a regional party, and if his party gets 5%, 7% of the votes, or he concentrate on some seats in Malwa region, his own stronghold, Patiala district and all, Bhatinda, Patiala, then he can easily spoil the case of Congress. Right, because in Punjab history, if you see, the margin of the vote has been very less. The Congress got 77 seats in 2017, but then the gap between Akali Dal BJP alliance and the Congress was very few, 3%, I think, 3 or 4%. Akalis have been always getting 24, 25%, and the Congress also has been getting 39%. But if you add the Akali and the BJP vote together, then it would not be much difference. But because of the first past the post system, Congress got so many seats, and there probably the anti-Akali vote and anti-Aam Aadmi Party vote all went to the Congress party. And as I said, there was some tacit understanding also in some constituency between the Akalis and the Congress. So, and these politicians, so I thought that Amarinder Singh could have steered the Congress party if the Akali, despite his non-performance, probably it would have been very close this time in the elections. But because the BJP is in trouble, because of the farm laws, the BJP leaders have not really started campaigning. They are confined to their home. Their homes are being picketed. And as a powerful BJP leader, Anil Joshi, has resigned and has joined Akali Dal, and many other BJP leaders have been openly saying that there should be some settlement in Haryana also and in Punjab also, because as you know, the elections are around the corner and they fear that they would not be allowed to campaign and probably the farmers would get them defeated. So BJP is in a difficult situation right now. But then for BJP, the focus is on Uttar Pradesh. The focus of BJP has never been, and let me tell you another thing, that BJP, by making alliance with the state party, has always gained. Just take Odisha, Biju Janata Dal. Now BJP is number 2 party. They allied with the Trinamool Congress. They are now number 2 party. Janata Dal S, secular in Karnataka. Now they are the number 2 party. They are number 1 party. They are ruling over Karnataka. So everywhere BJP has gained by making an alliance with the state party. Only in Punjab they never gained. Akalis saw to it that BJP is given ticket only on 23 seats out of 117. 23 seats, yes, 23 seats. And there also they would decide, they would never change the seat. After 1973 delimitation, and then after 2009 delimitation, there are some constituencies, 4th Delimitation Commission report, Justice Kuldeep Singh, there have been some constituencies where Hindus are in quite majority, and the BJP would like to get its ticket from those constituencies, but BJP would never get the ticket. So Akalis always acted as a big brother, and they kept the BJP under their thumb. So right now, BJP members, BJP leaders would have been very happy after the breakup, because they always wanted breakup. Many BJP leaders also told me, at least I won't name them, okay? But then they always blamed Arun Jaitley, that Arun Jaitley never wanted a breakup between the Akalis and the BJP. Probably BJP also thought that what is there to gain? There are 13 seats. Out of 13 seats, 9 seats are general, 4 seats are reserved. So they would say, how many seats we can get in the Lok Sabha from Punjab? And then there is a Punjab history also. So they would like Akali Dal to be in power. And it also helped the BJP in the sense that, we are not communal party. We have an alliance with the Sikh party. So some kind of image building also. And then Punjab is a borderland state, and the Sikhs are in the army, Sikhs are in a higher position of the armed forces. So, all those factors, nationalism, and Sikhs are supposed to be patriot, and they have given their blood for the country. And so all those factors would play in the hands of in the minds of the BJP. So BJP was not very ambitious about Punjab. They never tried to polarize people in Punjab or communal polarization and all. They just kept low profile. And there, Punjab, in BJP, you don't have any face who has statewide support base or even a statewide recognition. If Sidhu would have remained in the BJP, probably he would have emerged as the undisputed leader of BJP.
And finally, what lies ahead for Congress in both Punjab and at the national level?
I think, this one thing is very clear that Sonia Gandhi is out now, and she has given the baton to Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the way captain was handled was not good. There could have been much more honorable way as captain himself said, and captain has not been very lying person. I think captain has never made blatant lies in his career. So captain said that I offered my resignation to Sonia Gandhi, and Sonia Gandhi said you continue. And that is what he said in the press conference also, Harish Rawat, that captain has been allowed to continue. Captain would lead the Punjab Congress in the forthcoming election. And within 1 month, you remove him, right? So what he did wrong in 1 month time, he was not doing anything. So he was not doing, it was business as usual, captain style. But the point is that probably Amarinder Singh knew that high command, which is another word for Gandhi siblings, Priyanka and Rahul, he knew that these two people do not want me. And he also probably must be knowing that MLAs are not happy with me. Obviously, he must have been knowing. But then he thought that nothing would happen, I would continue. And if there would have been a hung assembly in Punjab, probably captain would have managed for the Congress. In Punjab, you don't have that kind of suitcase politics like you have in some states. Punjab politics is different. You cannot really jump from one party to another party. You can take money and go from here to there and to there. Ayaram, Dayaram, that may be true for Haryana or some other. In Punjab, it's not. Honor is very important. If you are seen as a sellable commodity, probably, so that is the problem. Captain would never go for BJP unless BJP settles this farmers issue, right?
Yes.
And then floating a party, regional party of your own at the age of 79, even if you're Maharaja, nobody spends money from his pocket. You have this Uma Bharti, you have Kalyan Singh, you have Maheshwar Singh in Himachal, this Yadurappa. So many people have tried to float their own party. But BJP is very cadre-based party, and even within the BJP, but Congress may be kaun safal hua. Devrajars is a successful example, isn't so?
Yes.
Is an example. Who else who has left Congress and has made a success career?
TMC, Mamata Banerjee.
Mamata Banerjee, yes, you're right.
Yes.
Mamata Banerjee would be another example that she has been successful, but they were young. Mamata was what? Mamata was in her 40s, right?
Yes.
But then at the age of 79, and when you are not in the best of the physical health and you have all those, all those qualities which really make you a royal, a Maharaja. So how can, you need politics is a 24/7 job. And to run your own party, to organize a party, to give tickets, so many people would come to the captain, those who would be denied tickets and all, and they would come to, because where they would go, they would not go, Aam Aadmi Party would not take them. BJP has no choice right now. BJP doesn't give them any hope. So the third alternative is captain. So captain would be there, standing there and come, mere paas aao, So those people who would be denied tickets, or those people who know that they would never be given ticket by these people. As far as the Channi is concerned, Channi has been, Channi was a municipal councillor, right, in suburb. This thing. He's a self-made man. He's a poor man, a very shrewd person, and he's doing PhD from my university on Congress Party. That would and he has done law, and he's. I've talked to him sometime. He seems to be quite ambitious and very much aware about the Dalit factor, the 32% of the Punjab population. So almost like every third Punjabi belongs to a scheduled caste in Punjab.
So he is known, I mean, this politics of number, kitne aadmi the, Sholay ka dialogue. So he's aware about that. He's aware of this politics of presence and politics of Channi is an educated man, is a sophisticated person. He speaks well. He's calculated. He was always in good touch with Rahul Gandhi, and he is ambitious and he is adventurous also. He would be in the Council of Ministers and he would attack Amarinder Singh, right? And sometime he would praise him also. So, he has that, what should I say, maneuvering ability, right? Right now, the problem with Mr. Sidhu is that if the Congress really wins the election, or even if Congress does well in the election, doesn't form the government, then Channi cannot be removed because Congress would not allow it. Because Congress needs the scheduled caste vote. Channi is very calculated. Channi is deliberately keeping all these cars and all away, and he is projecting himself as an Aam Aadmi. For the time being, he must be hated by all these ambitious leaders. High command, I don't know what kind of thinking they are doing, but in Punjab, it's an open field now. It's an open field. You cannot say that which party would, because tactically, by default, Congress was in a good position before Amarinder Singh was, replaced, or Amarinder Singh was disturbed. It was going on for the last 3 months, right?
Yes.
And now, if you see of today's Punjab, you can say, oh, Aam Aadmi Party would be the beneficiary of all these things happening, right? But you never know. You need to win the election with a face. You need to win election with an organization.
Thank you so much, Professor Ashutosh. I think we had a wonderful conversation and many interesting times ahead for Punjab. You gave us a good perspective because, we learned a lot and we understood a lot from your conversation. You were listening to South Asia Chat. To learn more about our work, visit us at isas.nus.edu.sg. Also follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn and Instagram handles. Thank you.